Sparky wasn't your average dog. He had a spark in his eyes and a spring in his step that set him apart from the rest. While other dogs were content with the simple pleasures of life, Sparky always seemed to be searching for something more, something extraordinary. He wasn't content chasing squirrels or napping in sunbeams. Sparky yearned for adventure. He would often gaze out the window, his tail wagging with excitement at the thought of the unknown. The world was a vast playground, and Sparky was determined to explore every corner of it. One day he found himself in a land far, far away, Egypt. The air was thick with mystery and history, and Sparky's nose twitched with curiosity. The golden sands stretched out before him, and the ancient pyramids loomed in the distance, calling out to him. He stood before giant, triangular structures, monuments, unlike anything he'd ever sniffed. The Pyramids of Giza were a sight to behold, their grandeur and majesty leaving Sparky in awe. He could feel the weight of history in the air, and his adventurous spirit was ignited. These were the Pyramids of Giza, and Sparky was determined to climb them. With each step, he felt a sense of purpose and excitement. The climb was steep and challenging, but Sparky's determination never wavered. He was on a quest, and nothing could stop him. Sparky had heard whispers from the traveling caravans, tales of ancient treasures and hidden secrets buried deep within the pyramids. The travelers spoke of pharaohs and their legendary tombs filled with riches beyond imagination. Sparky's ears perked up at the thought of uncovering such mysteries. Legends of pharaohs in hidden tombs. The stories were captivating, and Sparky's mind raced with possibilities. He imagined himself as a brave explorer, uncovering the secrets of the past and making history come alive. The hieroglyphics on the walls seemed to whisper to him, urging him to continue his journey. He dreamt of unraveling the mysteries held within those towering structures. The pyramids were more than just stone and sand. They were a gateway to a world long forgotten. Sparky's heart raced with excitement as he imagined the adventures that awaited him inside. Little did Sparky know, his adventure was about to begin. The sun was setting, casting a golden glow over the pyramids, and Sparky felt a surge of energy. This was his moment, his chance to make history. With a determined woof, he took his first step towards the sandy base of the Great Pyramid. The journey ahead was uncertain, but Sparky was ready. He was more than just a curious dog. He was an adventurer, a seeker of the unknown, and with each step he knew he was one paw closer to uncovering the secrets of the ancient world. Egypt was a land steeped in history, ruled by powerful kings called pharaohs. The pyramids were their tombs, enormous structures built with millions of heavy stones. How did they do it? Sparky wondered, his tail wagging nervously. Legend spoke of secret passages, hidden chambers filled with treasures and mysterious curses. Sparky, with his adventurous spirit, wasn't fazed. He was more excited than scared. He sniffed the air, catching whiffs of sand and something ancient and unknown. The base of the pyramid was wide, stretching out in all directions like a vast, ancient foundation. But it gradually narrowed as it rose towards the sky, each tier a step closer to the heavens, a testament to the ingenuity of its builders. Sparky, small but mighty, found footholds where he could. His determination was unwavering, his spirit unyielding. He scurried up the giant stone blocks, each one a challenge, each one a victory. His small frame moved with surprising agility. His claws finding purchase in the cracks, he pulled himself higher. The rough texture of the ancient stones was no match for his resolve. Up and up he climbed, the ground shrinking below. The higher he went, the more the world seemed to fall away, leaving only the climb. He could see people looking up at him, their mouths agape. They were in awe of his bravery, his tenacity. "Good boy, Sparky!" he thought he heard someone shout. The words echoed in his mind, a beacon of encouragement. He wagged his tail, encouraged by the cheers. Each wag was a signal of his joy, his excitement. This was turning out to be quite the adventure. Every step was a new discovery, every climb a new challenge. Sparky felt alive, more than he ever had before. The pyramid was not just a structure, it was a journey, a testament to his courage and spirit. As he continued his ascent, he knew that this was just the beginning of many more adventures to come. The climb was tough, but Sparky was tougher. And with every cheer, every shout of encouragement, he felt invincible. This was his moment, his climb, his adventure. The climb was tiring. The sun beat down on Sparky's fur. He lapped up water offered by a kind tourist. He wasn't sure how much further he had to go. The top seemed so far. He took a deep breath and continued, his paws kicking up small puffs of sand. Finally, after what felt like forever, he reached a platform. He was almost there. From here he could see the vast desert stretching out around him, shimmering under the Egyptian sun. Section 5, Secrets from Above. The view was breathtaking. Sparky had never seen anything like it. The desert stretched out like a golden ocean. He could see the other pyramids standing tall and proud against the horizon. He could even see the Nile River, a ribbon of blue winding its way through the land. He barked in delight, his tail whipping back and forth. This was even better than he had imagined. Sparky stood on the top of the pyramid, the highest point for miles around. He felt like a pharaoh himself, surveying his kingdom. He imagined the ancient Egyptians bustling around, building this magnificent structure. He thought about the pharaohs buried inside, surrounded by treasures and secrets. The thought sent a shiver down his spine, a mix of excitement and a tinge of fear. What other mysteries did these ancient giants hold? The sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink, and purple. The colors blended seamlessly, creating a breathtaking canvas that stretched across the horizon. The pyramids stood tall and majestic, silhouetted against the vibrant sky as if guarding the secrets of ancient times. It was time for Sparky to head back. He took one last look at the pyramids, their grandeur etched in his memory. The day had been filled with adventure and discovery, but now the shadows were growing longer and the air was cooling. As much as he wanted to stay and explore further, he knew he couldn't spend the night on top of the pyramid. The thought of the vast desert night with its unknown sounds and creatures made him shiver slightly. He had to be sensible and find a safe place to rest. Carefully, he retraced his steps, his little paws finding their way down the giant blocks. Each step required focus and precision as the ancient stones were uneven and worn. Sparky's heart pounded with a mix of excitement and caution. The descent was easier than the climb, but still a bit scary. He took his time, making sure each paw was securely placed before moving to the next. The wind whispered around him, carrying the scent of the desert and the promise of home. He was happy when his paws finally touched the solid ground. Relief washed over him, and he wagged his tail in satisfaction. The journey had been worth it. But now it was time to find his way back to familiar surroundings, where he could rest and dream of new adventures. Back on the ground, Sparky felt a sense of accomplishment. He had climbed the Great Pyramid of Giza. He lapped up more water, exhausted but happy. He knew he would never forget this adventure. As he looked back up at the majestic pyramid, he knew it still held many secrets. Secrets that Sparky, despite his bravery, would leave to the archaeologists and historians to uncover. He had had his adventure, and it was time to move on. Sparky learned a valuable lesson that day. It wasn't about climbing pyramids or uncovering ancient treasures. It was about being curious, about never being afraid to explore. He learned that even the most impossible dreams could be achieved with enough determination. And so, with a wag of his tail and a heart full of joy, Sparky left the pyramids of Giza behind, ready to sniff out his next big adventure. Who knows where his curiosity would lead him next?